Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now they can't bring him down. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Drop 50, drop 50. Here we go.
Willis going to throw it right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Now Willis to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Willis. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Willis will look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now Willis to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
18 runners, 18 runners.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And, CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's the first carry here for Jamal Charles. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Shoves him aside. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run over center with Charles. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Montana. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Charles. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Montana. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff left. Jamal Charles. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Here we go, set.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Young to throw it. Pass complete there to Nakua. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Set, hut. Set.
A first down carry for Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Set, ready.
At the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Now Young. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Ready?
Off the option, here's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Set.
Looking to throw, Young. Gates with a grab. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
That's another 49ers
Down.
first down.
Ready.
To throw, Young. And it's caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Charles again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They will look to throw. Montana out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go up the middle with Jamal Charles. Fighting his way through contact. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll set up a throw. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Going to try to throw for it with Montana. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Montana to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play action. It's Montana. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing, Young. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Here we go.
Now Young. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Hunt, hunt.
Young will set to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's good.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Looking end zone for Jones. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Montana. A dump off for Charles. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. 10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Montana. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Montana going for it on fourth. That's down the field for Jefferson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Following the interception, Young. And that's complete to Gates. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A handoff running left, Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They go play action. Young. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Escapes the defender. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Coming right, this is Charles. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The first down carry here for Charles. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up from the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Here's a toss right, Jamal Charles. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go with Charles. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Jamal Charles stopped on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Oh, it still won't go down. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready, go.
They'll run it again with Henry. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here is Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hut.
Young here to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Henry. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Check pink. Ready.
They'll give Henry another shot. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Kind of a strange ballgame, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses?